I am as wired as I could be. You want them behind us? Y'all want to come behind right here? We'll do it that way. That way y'all might want to widen your shot a little bit, get everybody.
You're here, you might as well. I think he wants you to count down.
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to do, buddy.
I don't have the DA's office because I can't do landscaping this. Jen, I don't have you here. And then can I talk to one of you for just 2 seconds before we go live?
Okay, y'all ready to begin? Okay, we asked you out here today to go over some of the information that we've been dealing with since Wednesday morning of the recovery and search for some individuals that were involved in a pursuit that began around 4 o'clock in the morning is when we were notified about it on a Wednesday morning. It began of a pursuit that began around the Chattanooga area where the Tennessee Highway Patrol was after a suspect vehicle and lost sight of them around the 56-mile marker in McMinn County. Shortly after that, authorities in Monroe County, being Sweetwater Police Department, observed the vehicle around the 60-mile marker and then began chase with a pursuit around the 62-mile marker, still in Monroe County. They pursued the vehicle into Loudon County and lost the vehicle sighting around 72 to 73, which is the Loudon exit, and is the exit right before the 74-mile marker, which is the Tennessee River Bridge. After losing sight of the vehicle around the 72 or 3-mile marker, the officer continued northbound and came upon the vehicle that was abandoned and still rolling on the Tennessee River Bridge. At that point, Loudon County Sheriff's Office was notified of possible individuals of the pursuit being out on foot. At that point, we had our canines in the area, our midnight shift, and also drone technology that searched for the individuals. Our canines did not alert on anybody that may be on foot in the area, but we searched for approximately 2 hours till 6 a.m. in the morning. After that, we started receiving phone calls around 7 to 7:30 of vehicle burglaries in the Lake Drive area. It's in the area of the Tennessee River Bridge. After that, we dispatched several to the area because we had one person, an individual that was on a porch. An officer that made contact with him noticed some signs of distress, thinking he may be injured, and but began to take him to Fort Sanders Loudon ER to be observed. The subject did make statements of he may be involved in the vehicle pursuit and the abandoned vehicle that we found from the previous search, and that he had 2 individuals with him that may be in the water. We believe, and his statements of his, that they were jumping over the barrier, thinking they were just jumping over a barrier onto another piece of concrete or the roadway. Unfortunately, they were on the River Bridge, which is separate highways, and it's divided north and southbound. So if they did, in fact, jump the barrier in the middle of the bridge, they went straight to an over 80-foot drop into the water. So that subject was taken to the emergency room. He is in stable condition right now with a lacerated and punctured lung. With that information, we began to do searches using our available resources, Loudon County Rescue Squad, our office, the Sheriff's Office with drone technology, and also Knox County Sheriff's Office with their helicopter air watch to do searches on the land and on the water. We've been continuing the search since Wednesday about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think, searching for these individuals in the water. So right now we're still under, since our golden hour has passed, we don't believe there's any need for a rescue. That's more of a recovery operation right now. That's where we're at right now.
Sheriff, to play devil's advocate, is there a possibility that that team that you guys have lied about the others going into the water?
There's a possibility of that, but we think after knowing what had happened and transpired with him, we believe he's being honest with us right now.
What are some of the challenges that you guys are facing, into almost day 3 of this now?
The biggest challenge has been the weather with some wind and the rain, and so we had to stop our operations yesterday around 5 with the storms coming in. Obviously, since we're in a recovery operation, the risk is greater for our responders and the actual people that we're searching for. So night operations have been suspended, but we start at sunrise with doing a surface check and checking the surface and the areas of that in case maybe one of the bodies had maybe come to the surface. But right now we're still doing sonar and ROV with TWRA, their submersible camera system that we're using out of the Chattanooga district.
Sheriff, do we know how old each one of the teenagers are?
We believe they're juveniles, the oldest being 18. So that's why we're kind of keeping the names. The families have been notified. We've been talking to the families. They were here all day yesterday on scene, so they know what we're kind of doing with operation-wise.
And are these kids from the Chattanooga area, or
Yes,
are they from?
they're from Chattanooga.
Are there any other factors outside of just the search that have given you guys some problems over these last couple days?
We've had a series of phone calls, whether it be from extended family or friends of the individuals that have called. They've called our mayor's office over 150 times today, wanting to come and help the search. And we've also received several calls at the sheriff's office. We ask that you don't call. We're doing everything, every resource that we possibly could have: divers, sonar, submersibles, drones, and helicopters, and manpower. We have done everything. There's not a piece of equipment that's available in this type of a search that's not been on this dock or in that water searching for these young men. So if the calls could hold up, that just takes time away from our efforts and resources that don't need to be expelled.
Do we know why they were being chased by the THP in this water?
The vehicle was stolen.
Do we know where the stolen vehicle came from?
I don't know for sure, but I think Chattanooga area, but I'm not for sure.
Again, you mentioned it's possible that they could have been lying to you, but your belief right now is that those two were in the water and it is a recovery effort at this point?
It's a recovery effort. We put out what we call a reverse notification to everybody that lives in the Tennessee River area to check their docks, their boats, their outbuildings in case one of them may have made it to shore and maybe gone in there and is hiding and maybe under some medical distress as well. So we've tried to land and we're still searching by the water. We'll continue to search till nightfall tonight, and then we'll regain searches in the morning at sunrise and go till sunset tomorrow.
What about being in that water is so tough for your people and all these investigators trying to find? I think a lot of people go, it's been 3 days, why don't we have an answer? But I'm sure it's probably a lot easier
Yeah.
on the outside looking in.
Unfortunately, when you deal with an individual that has drowned in the water, a lot of factors come into effect, whether it be their body weight. The temperature of the water is a big factor. When your body starts to decay, it releases gases, and those gases release and bring the body to the surface. So right now, we're looking, the hardest part to find them is not just the distance that we're looking, we're also looking for the depth, whether from being on the bottom of the river to the top. So that's a lot of area to cover, not only distance in length, but distance in how deep the water is.
Have you guys found anything along the shores or anything like that that may indicate that they got out of the water?
We found a backpack yesterday that we believe was associated with the individuals. That was quite a bit a ways downstream, so we don't know if it was on the surface and floated down or with one of the individuals. But we'll try to keep you up to date. If we have anything that happens in the next little while or anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.